sports. It's in the game.
Now, from the course that hosted the Ryder Cup in 2021, EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour golf brings us to Whistling Straits on the shores of Lake Michigan. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner. We will check in with Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we move along, but I'm pleased, as always, to be joined in the 18th tower by a man who won 15 times around the world, Frank Nobilo. And Frank, looking forward to what should be a fun afternoon of golf.
Yeah, very much so, Rich. When you've waited all morning, those afternoon rounds are a little special, aren't they? I'm really looking, though, for today to see if they come out of the gates nice and quick. That's for sure. I know the finish here is always important, but get out of the gates quick and then see if you can finish the job this afternoon.
A picture-perfect drive there, and a long one, too. That's right down the heart of this first fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Hi Rich, it's great to be here. We are in for an adventurous ride today, the backdrop of blue Lake Michigan. But finding the short grass, the fairway, one of the hardest things to do around here, so we're off to a promising start.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one cleaned up without any issue, and that is a par. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally hit it down the left though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a long and slender hole, very challenging, and being on the right-hand side makes it even more so. We're looking at a blind second shot, with that pot bunker just 35 yards short of the green, making it even more tough.
That is a really good shot on in two on this par 5, but work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Yeah, that's really well done. From that distance, you'll take it every time. 5 feet now for birdie. Yep, that's a good putt and a good birdie here at the second to get him to 1 under par. Well, here we are at the 188-yard par 3 third, and we'll say this a lot. This is vintage Pete Dye. It's all about the visual intimidation. You start to look around, you become terrified because there's Lake Michigan on the left, deep bunkers and dunes on the left, so obviously you want to favor that right side of that enormous green. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We were flirting with Lake Michigan there, there's no doubt about it. Down on the left-hand side. Much like the last hole, you don't see much of the putting surface if you're over here.
Oh, nearly holed that one out. Just needed another foot or so, but an excellent job there. Okay, that's finished off for a par. Up next, the hardest hole on the course, the intimidating 494-yard par 4 fourth. Many players avoid the mounting on the right side of the fairway, only to bounce their tee shots left toward the bunkers and dunes that fall off toward Lake Michigan.
So it's official. Will not hit every fairway today. First fairway missed in the rough. Let's see what they can do from here.
So from the rough, Iona's down there.
And we just didn't need to make this fourth hole at Whistling Straits any harder, but nonetheless, down the left-hand side we are, and that makes this second shot, well, it's a big ask to find the green.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
A very makeable look here. Get the ball started and let it trickle down to the hole.
Nicely done right there. Very good read. So a birdie at the second, another here at 4, and it gets him to 2 under for his round. Now the fifth hole, and Frank, what a par 5.
Well, strategic par 5. It's almost the shape of an S. That's why it's called snake. The best and most conservative way to play this hole is just simply play it as a 3-shotter. Tee shot down the left, second shot up there, and then just take the wedge in.
This starting toward the right side. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Iona a second coming up.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the fifth hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Well, that one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. And that is nicely done right there. A very strong start to his round. 3 under through his first 5 holes. Frank, how do you like this par 4 sixth hole? A little more than 400 yards.
Really, you try not to overthink this one. Just find some fairway down there around the 280, 300 yard mark, and then relatively simple second shot in here.
Yeah, that's the spot you want to put it. Now, watch this thing gather momentum down the slope. Well, that is going to be an excellent result. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Not much left here for birdie. That's as stress-free a birdie as you're going to get on this course. That is well done. On the 7th tee now, and a tricky 221-yard par 3.
If you have a look at the way in which Pete Dye has designed this hole, you can see that the green shapes away to the right. So if you can bring the ball in from the left, it's certainly desirable.
That one was running so hot. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them, there are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole. Now note his second from the fairway.
147 to the hole, pin in the right front.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
A lot of movement coming left here. This for birdie. Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. And that was not far enough. So that'll be a par, and it will keep him at 4 under for his round. We finish up the front side here at Whistling Straits with the 442-yard par 4 ninth. Fairway tends to funnel the tee shot toward the middle, but if you're too far to the right, a large tree about 100 yards short of the green could block your approach.
Nice long tee shot. Fairway does get narrow down there. A little unlucky to get into the first cut.
So no real problems here with the lie. It's his second from that first cut.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Sizable putt from 16 feet. Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. Okay, that's in for his par here at the ninth. And he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. Trying to curl this one back toward the fairway. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
That one just going to sneak on by. Oh, that'll wind up a par, and it'll keep him at 4 under. We're now at the 11th hole, and this is a huge par 5. 645 yards, Frank, that's a biggie.
And plus this hole bends to the right, which sort of makes you think that you can hit it down the right side. But if you miss down the right, there's just a multitude of bunkers that'll swallow up that ball, and you're nearly guaranteed to make at least 6.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Yeah, just able to pop that one out of there, but that will only make it onto the fringe. Playing some outstanding golf right now. That's another birdie and 5 under par. Now to the 12th, short little par 3.
Yeah, just a short iron in hand. You'd like to think it's a birdie opportunity. One of the biggest problems here, though, is putting. This green, anything other than flat.
This one looks right on point. That's a fun tee shot to hit right there. You know the wind is at your back. You tee it high and just let it go. Get it up there in the jet stream, and that's just what he did. He's going to love that. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration there, and it's in for a birdie. Frank, here at the 13th, it's pretty obvious where the trouble is.
Yeah, all right, that's for sure, plus Lake Michigan there if you go even further right. But at 402 yards, don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood and a wedge would get you home here. So remember, fairway first, then set up the scoring chance.
And this one gonna settle into the bunker off the tee.
An opportunity goes awry, chance to show the short game skills out of the bunker, and far from it.
How about 5 under par for the day? Frank, any major championship gives you a good mix of holes. We've had some long ones, and now this one just under 400 yards.
But it will punish you if you're offline. There's trouble left and the mounds and the bunkers on the right. So ideally, it's a positional tee shot. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
All right, so just a step or two into that first cut. Here's his second to the par 4.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Now this for another birdie. He gave that a pretty good run. Little short, but that's not bad. So he'll tidy up there for his par, and his score will hold tight at 5 under. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
And that will do just fine. So at the 15th, he'll be tested after that approach shot with some 30 feet on this putt.
18 feet from the bottom of the cup.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Really has it going at 5 under. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5 reachable.
And that one going to wind up in the bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. His second to the par 5.
This par 5, one of the easiest holes on the golf course too, but that second shot just caught the edge of the bunker. And now, a little bit of trouble.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, there's the surgeon's touch right there. Well done to run that in for a birdie. The 17th now at Whistling Straits, and if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, Dan, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
Not just a golfer, but a craftsman. Love the way he worked that shot.
This from about 10 feet.
Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. So that's in for par. Still a very good round going as he remains at 6 under. Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. You make 3, you will have likely won it all. This is turning a little to his left.
Yeah, that was an excellent job of gauging that left to right wind. Managed to find the center of the fairway.
Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in, so chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot. That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Now this for another birdie.
And a bit of concern here coming straight down the hill, but one thing in his favor, there isn't a whole lot of break.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole.
Yeah, that was maybe a little overcautious. I bet he'd like that one again.
Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last. And that will be a 6 under 66. Very well done. Frank, that was quite a test at Whistling Straits.
Well, 7,800 yards is one of the longest courses you can play. But this golf course extracts every single ounce of game out of you.
Frank, it certainly was a challenge. For my partner Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long for now from Whistling Straits.